Hello and welcome to my first tutorial in a while. Today I'll show you how to make 3 of the Royal High Advent Calendar cards, as well as how to make the stickers too. Way too many of my viewers aren't actually subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to hit 20k subscribers before New Year's. I have a lot more unique Royal High content coming. You will get notified. You don't have to depend on your recommended or YouTube algorithms to put my stuff in your eyesight. So anyway, the things you will need to make these cards and stickers will be plain paper, any kind of colouring things, say markers, crayons, maybe watercolour paint, whatever. Then you need a pencil, a ruler, a squares drinks placemat. Now this is just to be used as a template. It's not going to be included on the actual card, it's simply just a template. Scissors, a white gel pen, this is optional but it makes the card look better. And for the stickers specifically, you will need either a sticker machine or a sticker maker, or if you can't get your hands on something that will make the stickers, then just use clear tape. I'll show you everything. So let's start off with the Gingerbread house card. This is where the placemat comes in. It's a really good template for this card. So I traced around the template, or the placemat, and I got my ruler and measured where the middle of the square was, and then I just extended it up a little bit higher, and I used the placemat again to make the roof of the gingerbread house. Then you can just sketch in the little overlapping snow on the roof. Then I took a glue stick and used that to make the peppermint. After that, I just sketched in the snow icing roof. I then used a smaller ruler to put the candy cane supports in. And then I just put the little lines on it. Back to the peppermint, I put a little dot in the centre of it and then did these little curved lines in the middle of it. I added the candy, I'm not really sure what those are. Add them to the top and the bottom. I made sure I had the exact same amount on each side and both on the top and bottom. I then sketched in the little boxes. I didn't bother using a ruler just because I'm like that. And then I erased it just so I could barely see the lines. This may seem a bit confusing to some people, but this is so that the pencil lines don't show on the finished piece, but I still have them guidelines. Then it's colouring time. The only tip I can really give to you with this is pay attention to the lines, else you'll most likely put the colour where you don't want it to be. So outline where you're gonna colour first. And by the way, when I was doing this, I could just see the pencil lines. I know the pencil lines just aren't really showing up on the camera, but they were there. Now be very careful when colouring around the text boxes, especially if you don't have a white gel pen on hand. I had forgotten to draw in the lines for the little stripes within the text boxes, so I did that then and then erased it. And then I'm colouring the stripes in. Again, being careful to leave the little white border there. And then coloured the blank spaces with a lighter brown. Of course I used different colours for the middle text box. And then for the peppermint I used a light red and coloured the little parts in. When you're doing the peppermint, make sure you add enough lines in, because when it comes to colouring, you're not gonna have enough places to add the little peppermint stripes in properly. And then you can shade it with some slightly darker colours. With the same light blue, I used it to shade the icing, and then I used it on the candy cane supports as well. With the same two reds that I used on the peppermint, I used them on the little candy supports. To colour and shade the candy gumdrops, you can just colour it in and then do like a little crescent moon shape on one side of it, with the darker colour that is. Then you get the light blue that you used to shade the icing and just add a little bit of that to the bottom of it. Now here's where we come to the optional white gel pen bit. You don't need the gel pen for the gingerbread house, but I just decided to use it to touch up the white borders around the text boxes and then add a little bit of a shine to all the candy on it. But again, you don't need a white gel pen to do these cards. After it's all coloured, you get to cut it out, and with this specific card there is no border to it, so you can just cut right against the colour. Now, how to make the Snowflake Christmas card. So, following the same kind of thing of using the drinks placemat, I took a corner off of another bit of paper to use as a template, because on the snow card you can see that it has very sharp corners to it. So I used that bit of paper to make sure all my corners were the same. To start with the snowflake on top, I measured where the middle of the card was and started trying to figure out where to place the snowflakes. I didn't quite figure it out until I had those two snowflakes down, the two side snowflakes, because it allowed me to make kind of like a half circle and figure out where I should place my other ones. Something I should probably state is that I found this card a lot harder to make than the gingerbread house one. So if you're struggling making this one, then maybe try the gingerbread card. That might be easier for you. So anyway, I'm just sketching out the borders. There are a lot of different borders on this particular card because it also has a white border all the way around it as well. And of course, just sketch your text boxes in and then erase all the lines so you can just barely see them. So to start off with colouring, I took my darker blue and went around the edges of the snowflake and the card. After I used that, I then got my lighter blue and coloured the snowflake in. With the same blue, I go around the inside of the dark blue border and then colour the inside of the text boxes. After that, you want to outline the text boxes and the outside of the card, what I'm doing there. Remember to leave space for the white borders and then just colour in the spaces that need to be coloured. To add the snowflake pattern, I used my white gel pen. If you don't have one, then I don't really know what to suggest, other than maybe if you used coloured pencils, maybe you could erase the pattern into the pencil maybe, but yeah. When you cut it out, make sure to leave a border around it, and there's it done. Now to make the pink card. Once again, I used the placemat to make the shape, and then I just sketch in the present lid. I then find the centre of the card and use that to make sure that the ribbon ends up in the middle of the present. Then I just sketch the bow on freehand. Then I added the text boxes, and I decided to try and outline the border, which made me edit the shape of the present quite a bit. I just lowered where the gift lid sat. And erase. To start off with the colouring, I outlined the whole thing with a very light pink colour, and then used the same light pink to do half of the candy canes with. After that, I took a slightly darker pink to colour the ribbon in with and the bow. I just went back in with the light pink to add a bit of highlights to it. But yeah, I just coloured the bow and the ribbon with the slightly darker pink. I used the same pink to colour in the text boxes. Next I did the rest of the candy canes with my darkest pink. After that I took a different pink and started colouring the present in, of course avoiding going right next to the text boxes. Then of course I went in with my white gel pen and kind of fixed some bits up, and also added little sparkles to the bows and just stuff like that. Of course I cut it out. You can cut this one right up against the pink border. Now the last thing are the stickers, which I almost forgot to put in the video, so yeah, I'm not gonna show you how I drew the things, but you know, all you have to really do is copy the sticker. Just make sure to draw them to be the right size to fit on the cards. So as you can see, I'm drawing them pretty tiny. Also remember to erase your pencil lines so you don't have pencil on your finished stickers. When you cut the stickers out, remember to add a bit of the white border to them, because that's what the stickers in the game have around them. Both of the ways I'm showing you how to turn these into stickers don't add like a border around them. So I ended up making 4 of the Christmas stickers. Of course I own a sticker maker, but if you don't, I'll show you how you can make stickers too without a sticker machine. So the sticker machine I own is a kid sticker machine that they don't make anymore. It's like from the early 2000s or something. I couldn't really get it to work other than just pull the stickers through, but it worked, so. Once they were out of the machine, I decided to peel this like top film off because I didn't quite like it. But as you can see, they're perfect little stickers, and I really like this sticker machine I have, even if it doesn't do the top layer properly. Now, for the people who don't own sticker machines, this is for you. So I have my little stocking sticker. Don't mind me just fighting the tape. It's taken ages to get some, but what you want to do is put your picture down on the sticky side, and then you want to cut around it, but leave some tape around the sides, because that's what is gonna make it sticky. As you can see, this tape is extra sticky because my scissors kept sticking to it. It was really annoying to cut. After you've done battling it out with the tape, you now have a sticker. Now, to make yourself a sticker sheet where you can kind of peel the stickers off like that, I think you could maybe use like greaseproof paper or baking paper. I'm not sure which one it is. Here are the finished products. If you do end up making the cards or the stickers, then please use the hashtags RHAdventCardsIRL or RHStickersIRL on Twitter or Instagram. Of course, you're free to use the normal IRL and cosplay hashtags too. But yeah, I'd love to see people make these things. Maybe make the cards that I didn't make, or, you know, someone who wants to make all the stickers. Speaking of other people making the cards and stuff, last night Abby on Twitter made one of the cards. So unlike my one, she actually included the envelope with hers, and she also made it look like one of the advent gifts as well, which I thought was really cute. It honestly makes me so happy when I get tagged in these things and I get to see what you guys make. Now's the perfect time to plug all of my social medias, so here's my Twitter. And both of my Instagram accounts, one is for cosplay, one is for art. I also have a TikTok. I'm not really sure what you'd do with that information, but yeah, it's there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I was supposed to make the cozy set this week, but I just really wasn't motivated to make that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the cards. I mean, yeah, it's not the cozy set, but it should be something that most of you could make, the cards, so, and you could use them for Christmas, so win-win, I suppose. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.